Welcome to the Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast for Eagles Nation, talking news, notes, and opinions of your favorite Philadelphia Eagles right here on the Eagles Pinpool Podcast Network. I'm your host, Phil Stifle. You can find me on all social media platforms at Beard of Knowledge, and of course, hosting Trending in the AM on the STT Sports Network every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Copy and paste the link below to find the YouTube channel, to find the show. Guys, I'd greatly appreciate it. It's Thursday. It's November 21st. It's a week from Thanksgiving, but more importantly, a few days away from Eagles, Rams in LA, Sunday night football. It's time to get back to work. The fun is over from the mini bye. It's time for the Eagles to find a way to really keep this momentum going at the start of this very difficult stretch. The Rams, the Ravens, the Steelers, Washington again. Very tough stretch of games incoming here. And it's very important that they can go to L.A. and get the win on Sunday night. Well, yeah, go to L.A. and get the win on Sunday night. So, that being said, let's dive into it. First and foremost, some news and notes on the Eagles themselves. Bryce Huff is scheduled to have wrist surgery. He's been bothered by a wrist, trying to play through it. He is going to have surgery. It looks like they're going to put him on IR. Okay, so that's part one of the equation, news and notes-wise. Part two of it, roster move-wise, potentially, Britton Covey's 21-day practice window was activated, which is really, really good for the Eagles. But also, if Huff goes on IR, then Covey will be the one taking the roster spot. But I'm super excited that Britton Covey, and he was a full participant in practice on Wednesday, potentially will be back this week. Because although Cooper DeJean has been very good as a punt returner in Britton Covey's absence, it really bothers me having my starting slot corner, who is so important to the defense and the recent success of the defense, out there returning punts and taking those hits. Something that I just gotta hope, pray. That doesn't happen. The injury with Britton Covey or with Cooper DeJean. So Britton Covey coming back would be great. The rest of the practice report from Wednesday, obviously Bryce Huff did not practice. Jalix Hunt, Milt Williams, and Devontae Smith all did not participate, but that is par for the course lately with those three players. They haven't been practicing at the beginning of the week. They have played by the end of the week. The Kobe Dean and Jalen Hurts were limited participants. The Kobe Dean, that is par for the course. Jalen Hurts, limited participant with an ankle. And the statement is, it was the final day of lower body strengthening program. Expected for Jalen Hurts to be a full participant Thursday and Friday in practice. Basically, they're just putting that ankle thing in there. Basically, they're just resting him and keeping him as healthy as possible and maintaining him at this point in the season. So no worries on the Jalen Hurts front. So the Los Angeles Rams. Tomorrow we'll get into keys to victory and a score prediction. But today I want you to just learn a little bit about the Rams. They're 5-5 overall in a very mediocre, jumbled up NFC West. They have won 4 of their last 5, though, as they've gotten healthy on offense with Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Kieran Williams, Matthew Stafford, obviously there. So who are the Rams? So I as I like to do, I always like to compare the Eagles offense versus their opponent's defense and vice versa, Eagles defense, opponent's offense. The Rams defense, we have an elite offense, top 5 in everything but passing, offensively speaking. The Rams defense is 18th against the rush, 21st against the pass, 23rd total yards, and 22nd in points allowed. Our top overall Eagles defense going up against the Rams offense, which is getting better week to week. They're 26th passing or rushing offense. They're the 8th best passing offense in football, 17th in total yards, 21st in points. So obviously the key right now, the first thing that we have to zone in on is stopping the Rams passing attack. And with Quincy Mitchell, Darius Slay, Cooper DeJean, all performing at the level they are right now, even Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Reed Blankenship, we have to have high expectations, but absolutely high hopes that these guys could shut down Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is one of the elite wide receivers when healthy. He does have 47 catches on the year, but he's only played in 6 games. He's got 4 touchdown catches. Puka, we'll just call him Puka. He's only played in 5 games. He's got 28 catches, just getting back and healthy. So that is the number one. The first key to this game is how our cornerbacks line up against those 2 elite wide receivers. And Matthew Stafford, while he's thrown 7 interceptions this year, he's been sacked 21 times. Matthew Stafford's a veteran, Super Bowl winning quarterback that knows how to get the job done and pick apart mistakes. So there can be no mistakes in the Eagles secondary or on defense in general on Sunday. That's the first thing. First things first, right there. That's how you do it. How does our offense attack their defense? When you look at it, their defense is weak all around. It's average to just below average in all those categories. So you could see a scenario where they pass the ball. You could see a scenario where they run the ball. But one of the key things that I'm looking at on the Rams that I'm zoning in on before Friday's keys to victory is their turnover differential is 4. They've thrown a lot of interceptions. They've turned the ball over a lot, but they still have a positive 4 turnover differential, and that's because they do create a lot of interceptions. They do force a lot of fumbles. Hell, just 2 of their safeties, Jalen McCullough and Cameron Kitchens, have a combined 7 interceptions on the year. Just those 2 guys. It doesn't count the other guys that have interceptions on the defense. So the key Eagles offensively will probably be running the ball, but mainly because, let me see, forced fumbles. They have multiple guys that have forced multiple fumbles as well. Jared Verse, there's a name from a draft recently. Protecting the football, which at times early in the season has been an issue for the Philadelphia Eagles, is going to be the key on offense. So on defense, it's going to be stopping that lethal passing attack because Kieran Williams, their running back, their top guy running the ball, only averaging 3.9 yards per carry. It's going to be stopping Matthew Stafford from getting Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua involved in the game. But offensively, it's going to be protecting the football. And how you do that? You run the football, which you've been doing effectively every single day. And the other thing that it does is short passes, quick passes, easy passes. So that's going to be those keys. One other random news and note and opinion, and I think it's a little bit of all 3 of them that I want to put out there. The NFL did release their semifinalists for the NFL Hall of Fame, as they always do. And again, for the 6,000th time, Eagles legend, Eagles Hall of Famer, Eagles, probably the best cornerback up to this point in Eagles history, Eric Allen, is again a semifinalist for the Hall of Fame. In what world is Eric Allen still not a Hall of Famer? I still don't understand how Eric Allen has not made the NFL Hall of Fame yet in his, at this point. And it's boggling. It's shocking. It's crazy. But maybe this will be the year. And I just like to always mention every single year that Eric Allen becomes a semifinalist. Why isn't he a finalist? Why isn't he in it? But every year we're left wondering. We're left questioning it. But this will be another year of doing that. So I just want to throw that out there that Eric Allen's name was on the list. Again. But guys, this is the Eagles Checkdown right here on the Eagles Pinpoll Podcast Network. Again, I'm Phil Stiefel. I host Trending in the AM Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Linked below. Just copy and paste it. Hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. This is the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast. Tomorrow will be keys to victory and my final score prediction for the Eagles. Plus, we'll, of course, cover Thursday's practice report, which should have Jalen Hurts back to full participant. Guys, before I say go Birds, unleash Jelix Hunt. That's what I'm going to say to end this show. No more Bryce Huff for at least the next 3-4 weeks. Jelix Hunt needs to get every one of those 15 or so snaps, if not more. 2 weeks ago, he had like 22 snaps. I need to see free, unleash Jelix Hunt. I can't wait to see what the young kid could do, filling in for Bryce Huff for several weeks in a row. But, guys, it's very simple as always. It's go Birds, and it's bubbles up to you.